NBA season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And just shutting him off there.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
The tight end in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
A short throw there to Strange.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
ETN up the middle.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 84 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll drop this one off with ETN.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. They'll look to throw. Washington with a catch, middle of the field.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Brenton Strange,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, It starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Washington. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 94 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some room to work.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. Well, certainly not an ideal 1st quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jaguars offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this one is incomplete. The Jaguars at 9-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they didn't.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they go instead with Barkley. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. All the option left, it's Hurts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Hurts going to give this to Shipley.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will knot us up at 10.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits.
Going quickly here to Thomas. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
In motion, there goes Bell.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
That is caught by Washington.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
2nd and 14. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down carry for Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing is Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the visiting Titans who were able to walk away with the road victory. De'Ami Brown, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we head up to the Pacific Northwest. Check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they trailed the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown run in the victory.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Here's third and a few inches. Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And an Eagle first down.
Barkley, inside handoff. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a toss right to Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. 3rd and 9 here.
Now back to throw. Keeps himself upright. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
In motion, the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. Let's go.
Back to throw here. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9.
He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Barkley on the counter. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing is Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it with the option right, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The Jaguars will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass complete. Goddard.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
There, and that's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football. All the